Would you rather poop your pants on your wedding day or in a crowded subway? Choose wisely.
A spoon, a knife, and a fork start a rock band. Who plays the guitar, who plays the drums, and who's the lead singer?
If you had to tuck and roll out of a car going down the road, what is the fastest speed that you would go?
Who wins in a fight? A Navy SEAL in a toddler's body, or a toddler in a Navy SEAL's body? We're back, episode 111 of Barcast Comedy. Got my co-host, OldSchoolCurt, here today, and we got Jay Shuffleboson returning to the podcast.
High five supporters. What's up, guys?
Heck yeah, we're excited to have you. It's almost been a year since you've been on. Long overdue. Anything new in that time? Other than style a new hat?
Yeah, well, no, I think I've had the hat for a while now. You know what, guys? I don't think anything has really changed since I last talked to you. Oh, no, that's not true. I had a heart surgery.
Oh.
Almost had a stroke at work. It was hot outside, and I'm just chipping away outside. And my heart just started going nuts, like the timing was off on your distributor on your car. You know what I'm talking about, Zach?
Yeah, I got all kinds of car problems.
Distributor timing done. So it just felt like it was backfiring. Just boom, 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 boom. And I'm like, okay, well, this ain't cool. And I had like this weird headache, and I was lightheaded and shit.
Yeah.
And the first thing that popped in my head was, how much is an ambulance ride to the hospital from here?
That's a good question. Those things ain't cheap.
No, I just grabbed my keys and I drove myself to the hospital, like trying to focus. And
if you can get halfway there, even that'll save you like $600.
That's true. I've ridden a ER before, and they're expensive.
Yeah, so I made it to the hospital, and I got in there, and I'm like, okay, I just saved some money by not calling that ambulance Uber to take me over here. But long story short, I had this condition called AFib, and my health insurance covered it. They said, yeah, you need to get a procedure done, and it only took like an hour and a half. Is outpatient. I was in and out. It wasn't a big deal. They didn't have to put valves in or anything like that, but it was a little scary. Not gonna lie. Yeah. Had that done, and my insurance approved everything. But about a month later, I got a bill from the hospital, and I thought it was just my premium or whatever. Mm-hmm. And then I get a bill from the surgeon. Then I get one from the anesthesiologist. Now I'm looking at all this shit. I'm thinking, back in the day, you just paid your copay and you were done.
Yeah.
And it's not like that now. I don't know what happened, but it's like going to Van Halen concert and Sammy Hagar comes up to you afterwards and say, I did play some of the David Lee Roth stuff. Can you give me $7? Like that. But all's good. Everything's good.
Well, we're glad you're alive. Speaking to concerts too, since the last time you were on the podcast, your story of crowd surfing at Primus has 300K views. It was also reposted by Les Claypool. That's the only video he's ever reposted in his life.
I know, isn't that insane? That is just so crazy to me that I remember seeing that and I was like, he saw that video and he knows that story now.
I was like, he knows.
I wonder if he remembered that summer day and saw me doing that. I mean, Les Claypool, my God, the guy's a rock star. He's seen it all. He's traveled the world a million times, but I wonder if that day stood out to him in any way. But oh my God. And I believe it. And the long form of that story was I went to that concert with a girl that I liked. And so, it was very awkward. The 2-hour drive home was the only conversation was, want me to turn the air conditioning on? Yes, please. That was it.
Oh my God. I forgot about that part of the story because it was so long. I had to clip that part out of you driving home with a girl for 2 hours. That's the best part of the story.
Yeah, I could get a little long-winded. I'm sorry, guys.
No, that's good. That's what we always want. That's
versions. The best part.
But Kurt went to the Gathering of Juggalos since last time you were on. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Funny one too. I loved somebody commented on his video and they're like, why aren't you going live at the Gathering of the Juggalos more? And he's like, well, because there's a lot of naked people here right now. And I don't want to get banned.
I said, I don't want to get banned. There's a lot of I had a full conversation walking between two guys. We were, and when you're a dude, You don't pay attention that much. You're just walking, talking. You could have a conversation with anybody. And I'm talking with these two guys, and I was like, and I was turning, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna shake their hands. And then I turned, and I'm like, oh my God, he's naked. And then I turned, the other guy was naked, and my hands that were down as I'm walking were almost touching their wieners, man. And I don't swing that way. If they were girl wieners, it would have totally been fine. But I had something else happen too, where I was in the concert. You know, I'm trying to catch Fago, and then this naked girl walks up to me and goes, "OldSchoolCurt," and she hugs me, and my hands are like this because I'm like, nope, nope. Everybody, look where my hands are as she's hugging me. I just want to make it apparent that my hands are up here.
You pulled the old Keanu Reeves on her.
Yeah. I don't want to get me too'd. And then she goes, "I love your work," and walked off. And I was like, okay. But yeah, dude, the reason I never went live there is one of the first things I saw besides naked people, there was a girl standing on a rock, and she was naked, and she was spreading her butt cheek, showing her poop shoot to everybody. Just imagine me going live. Hey guys, OldSchoolCurt here. And then there's just a big butthole behind me.
Is that the sun?
And she's like, "OldSchoolCurt, I love you. You want to see my butthole?" And I'm like, sure, okay.
Once you see one, you've seen them all.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't go live there, because, dude, you have to be aware of your surroundings. Like,
too risky.
There's drug paraphernalia everywhere. There's all kinds of stuff.
If a spoon, a knife, and a fork made a rock band, who plays guitars, drums, and who sings?
The knife's the lead singer, because he's the one.
The knife's the singer?
Yeah.
The spoon's the weakest, so he would probably be
drums.
Spoon's.
Oh no, you gotta put the fork on the drums because it can hit everything at once.
Oh yeah.
I didn't even think of that.
Fork's on the drums, spoon's on the guitar, but the knife's the lead singer because he's the toughest one of all. He's the most important tool.
I was kind of thinking fork is lead singer though, just because he's the main one. He's the face of the band.
But the knife is the one that could do the most damage.
I mean, he could be like a Phil Collins on the drums though.
Yeah, but you want the knife as the lead singer because you want a tough guy as the lead singer, and the knife's the tough guy.
Would you rather survive on the run from the cartel or an angry grizzly bear?
Oh, angry grizzly bear. I could just get like in a building somewhere and he can't get to me. Mob, they can get you anywhere, and they got connections. Grizzly bears don't have connections. They don't talk to other grizzly bears.
It's an angry one.
Yeah, if it were me, I'd choose the bear as well because I have a 17-pound orange cat that goes after him. He treed one bear, wouldn't let it down, and he chased two more down the street. I don't know what it is about bears, but he goes after him, and thank God they run from him.
That's crazy. Cat, that's hilarious. Could you imagine your cat chasing away the cartel? Cartel pulls up at your house. Goes out. I got him.
They're like, "El gato loco," and they just take off.
Yeah, we don't mess with that one. That feels like the Holy Grail rabbit, kind of.
Yeah.
Protecting you.
The Holy Grail rabbit. Just ripping people apart.
Totally.
Or how long would you run being chased by a serial killer? Like, like Jason's chasing you, and he's always behind you, but he's not very fast, so he's not catching you. But you got to keep running. Well, how far are you running before you give up? You're like, what the hell?
I would never give up until my heart gave out because I'm trying to survive.
Oh, yes, me too. And I'd be pissed that I just had the heart surgery and I could go for a while.
Yeah. At that point, I would probably do like that one guy did and try to box him on Jason Goes to Manhattan. I would try to fight him at that point.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe after like a mile and a half, 2 miles, I'd be like, okay, like we gotta figure something out, dude.
Or maybe climb a tree or something, but he teleports. Like he just teleports behind you.
And he's just like constantly like 10 yards behind you, almost there to get you.
He's like,
what if you turn around? What if you turn around and start giggling maniacally and start running towards him?
Just go at him.
We're not used to that, are they?
Yeah. It's like the other one I like is the TV show Blue Mountain State, and the one guy's not a fighter, and anybody tries to fight him, and like, let's fight. And he's like, oh yeah? He's like, well, how about I just jerk you off? Like, what? He's like, I'll jerk you off right here. And they always back down.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie.
He's like, well, his friend was like, what would happen if they actually make you jerk him off? He's like, well, buddy, at that point, I would imagine, I guess I just have to jerk him off.
Fuck that. No way.
All right, would you rather play 1 round of Russian roulette or have to catch a fork falling off the Empire State Building. Like, you just gotta squeeze the trigger one time, Russian roulette, one bullet in the chamber, or catch a fork. And we keep throwing forks until you catch one.
Oh, dude, that's so tough.
I mean,
the fork falling off, could it kill you if it hits you when you try to catch it?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, if it spears you like in the eyes or something, yeah, it's definitely gonna hurt. I think you'll survive a fork, but you're gonna just have forks, all in your arm trying to catch that shit.
I'd rather do, you know what? I would catch the fork. I ain't doing Russian roulette. That's instant death, or you become a vegetable. Forget that.
I think I'll do the fork thing, but only if I could wear my jousting armor and have a couple of hockey goalie mitts and just
just have those.
Yeah.
I was thinking the fork just because I feel like I could catch it. It's just gonna get stuck in my arm. I just hold my arm out. I'll take a fork to the arm.
Yeah, because Russian roulette is just like, if you lose, you lose.
Yeah.
Like, you're done. You're done skiing hutch.
I mean, it's only one bullet though, so it's what, 1 in 6. I don't know what the math is. 20% chance.
Nope. I'm doing the forks thing because 100%
not worth it. What's your favorite video on the internet all time, Jay? That like you're scrolling, you gotta stop and watch.
Oh, just watching kids getting hurt, like just falling down and over things. But I saw this. I saw this video that anything that has to do with Asian people doing weird shit, I'm gonna watch it.
You're like, I'm watching that.
Yeah, or if I see of course, the grape lady, you know that one. I love the grape lady.
Oh yeah.
Time. But ones that I find myself stopping on are usually where it shows you see an altercation, and then I'm like, I have to see what happens because it'll show part of the altercation, then stop. And
You're
I'm
like, God damn it.
Fight. I love conflict when it's not me. I can't fight, but I love seeing people fight.
A good one too, speaking of one I like, is this like Asian guy. He's selling these like LED light up signs. Like you can put any letters on them. It spells out anything. And he's just putting random letters on it as he's talking. And he puts P, O. And then he goes to grab an N and put on it. And he puts an N and then he's like, whoop. And he takes it off real quick because he's live. It was like crap.
So he basically has a light bright.
Yeah, basically.
That's all.
I wish I had known.
You remember that, Jay? Light bright?
Yeah. I
love that.
I remember one year for Christmas, I decided to get my wife a bunch of like nostalgic 70s, 80s like toys like that from when we were kids. I got her a light bright set. I found on eBay some Lincoln Logs, just all kinds of like little nostalgic stuff. That was pretty cool.
I have a funny story. Yeah. I wanted a Teddy Ruxpin so bad, but my mom would not give me one.
What's a Teddy Ruxpin, real quick?
Oh, it's like it was like a bear that you put tapes in the back of it and you turned it on and he would tell the story. Like it would be like, we're gonna go on a journey,
Okay.
But yeah. I wanted one so bad, and my cousin told my mom, look, man, I have one, and what I'll do is get him scared of it to where he won't want one. So he got a freaking Metallica tape.
Yes.
Played it, and it was like blah 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 blah, and I was like, ah! And I never wanted a Teddy Ruxpin.
That's amazing.
Scared the hell out of me.
My older brother, he had one, and what this asshole did was he took a cassette and he recorded himself like just saying random things, and there'd be like a long pause. He'd say something else, and he put it in my room and he pressed play on the cassette when I was sleeping.
Oh.
And I heard Teddy Ruxpin say, "You look so peaceful when you're sleeping." And
oh like, my God!
Oh boy! Yeah, that's scary. I remember one time when I was little, I was big into CDs. I bought a CD from the band Trapped. Bought a live CD though. Never heard of a live concert before in my life, so I bought a live CD. I'm put the CD on and I go to bed, and I came down to my parents' room freaking out. I'm like, "There's people talking in my room." It's because it's a live concert. I did not know that's a thing. I was like scared shitless though.
No,
I can see that.
Something cool that I had when I was little is we had a record player, and something about the crackling of the record player, like it was this thing called like Texas Ghost Stories, something like that. And you played it and it told the stories, but you had that crackle in there and it made it so spooky, and it was cold outside. Oh man. Good time.
All right, let's do another would you rather here. Would you rather poop your pants on your wedding day or in a crowded subway?
Crowded subway.
And we're
I got married in a kilt. It's going to be the crowded subway because there's nobody that's going to be there that's going to recognize me.
And everybody at the subway is usually, they're all, not everybody, but a lot of them are homeless people that got on there, so they'll just be used to it.
Well, yeah, they won't even know it's you. If you're the first person that says, who crapped their pants? They're not going to think it's you.
They don't know it's you, exactly. And not only that, at your wedding, you'll want to get lucky that night. Your wife's not going to let you hit it with shit all over your body.
Yeah, there's going to be a subway of people doing the Spider-Man meme.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. I like that. Would you rather poop your pants in the middle of the highway or in a Costco parking lot?
Costco parking lot. I don't want to be in the middle of it.
That was a Jay dedicated question.
You guys, how about both?
You're like, I've done. Yeah, so you're the real person to ask for that question. Which one would you have to do?
I did shit myself when I went to the movies to see Scary Movie, and I was sitting with my friends, and I was like, man, I got to go to the bathroom. And right as I pulled my pants down, I started to shit, so I got it on my underwear. So what I did was, I wiped my butt and everything, and then I grabbed my shitty underwear and I opened the door outside. Nobody was there, and I threw it in the trash can, washed my hands, and had an itchy ass the whole movie.
Yeah, I've been there. Yeah. That happened to me in Vegas.
As soon as I got home, took a bath.
Yeah. Jay, what was your favorite story from this year's Shitmas Live? I saw one of some kid pooped his pants on Santa.
Yeah.
I think you're...
Yeah, that one was amazing.
Can you tell us that one in short recap?
Oh my God. You know what?
There.
That was like the best Shitmas stream ever, I think. It was just
that's
so
perfect.
crazy.
It fits the theme.
They were bangers. The Saturday Night Live was incredible too. My favorite though is the guy the pastor that was up there giving a sermon that shit himself in front of everybody, and nobody knew it.
Yeah.
Oh God, that was so good.
That's a pro move to keep going, keep your composure.
Yeah, he's behind the pew there, and it was just running down his legs as he's doing a sermon.
He's behind the pew.
Yeah, the pew.
Literally.
No, have you ever seen that video where they're all in the hot tub and then that one girl goes, oh, and she diarrheas and everybody quickly jumps out? Like you see the shit just in the pool. I mean, in the hot tub.
Yeah.
Like, oh no! And then everybody jumps out. Fuck it. I'd have been all about it.
This next one's another good would you rather question. Would you rather pay $50 every time you use the toilet or get paid $50 every time you pee your pants?
Oh, I'm getting paid.
You're getting paid?
Oh, yeah. I'm going to throw on a diaper and just...
At that point.
Oh, yeah.
Just cash in.
Well,
Taco Bell and Miller High Lifes and just go nuts.
God, that's a... well, I guess for me it would be pee my pants because I never do. So I would just never get paid as opposed to having to pay $50 every time I use a bathroom. So.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'd go broke.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's too much. Maybe if it was like $10, then I could be down. I'd be like, it would suck.
No, still, I'd be broke. I'd take a lot of
You're like, I go too many times. I have to.
I have diabetes. I pee a lot.
Yeah. All right, let's do a visual question here.
All right.
Let's bring this to the stage. We're doing a visual question here. This is from Reddit. Returning stolen property. I'm posting this on behalf of a close friend as he found himself in a bit of a pickle. In 1998, a police car was borrowed after a night of overindulgence. This car has been kept hidden in a rural property since then in an old barn. Fast forward to today, and the property has been sold, and they need to vacate the property. Is it possible to return this car without consequences? Or is this a case of having to dig a very large hole? What's your thoughts?
You got to dig the hole.
Can you return a police car, Jay?
No, because then you're admitting guilt.
Even after that long?
So the property has been sold?
Yeah, they stole a police car in 1998.
Okay.
They sold the property. And
Why
now
not
they need
just
to
pay it?
With said police car on premises.
Yeah, with said police car hidden.
Okay, well then they're the proud owner of a police interceptor out in New South Wales. Out there.
I guess you're true. It's hidden. I guess it's the next person's problem. Congrats to them.
Or you could paint it, maybe.
Paint it.
My dad told me one of the coolest stories back when he was growing up in Galveston, back in the 50s and 60s. He was driving because back then, even if you're 11 or 12, sometimes even if you don't have a license, my dad would drive to the store and get his mom medicine. Yeah. Well, there was a cop car that saw him and started chasing him. So what he did was he cut through an alley, got to his house, and him and his brother repainted the car so the cop wouldn't know what car it was. They painted it right then and there. That's some gangster stuff, man.
That's impressive.
That's like Grand Theft Auto stuff when you got 4 stars and the cops are chasing you, you pull into a paint spray and back out, and
just real quick.
My dad said they just painted it a different color, and they were fine.
Another good story here we got. A couple Florida man ones. Florida man arrested for throwing alligator through drive-through window.
Yeah.
At a Wendy's.
That's a Florida thing for sure.
Yeah. I love that. Just Florida man using an alligator as a weapon to hold a place up. Forget guns, anything. Nah, I'm just throwing an alligator.
That's hilarious.
And alligator there is like a dog in your yard. That's just a normal thing.
Yeah, he deserves all the jail time for that too.
Yeah,
that's premeditated. You had to go catch an alligator and wrangle it up to bring in your car.
Not only that, if the alligator kills somebody, they'll kill the alligator who didn't really do nothing wrong.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah, but they don't kill the bastard that threw the gator at the guy.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah, you're working at a Wendy's drive-through. Would you rather have a guy pull a gun on you or an alligator?
Alligator, because I can survive an alligator.
Yeah.
Just start zigzagging around the inside.
All you got to do is jump on a counter.
And another good Florida man one here. This is a conspiracy one. I don't know if you've heard of this one yet, Jay. Florida man claims he was kidnapped by dolphins and forced him to build an underwater city. Have you heard this story?
You know what? You know what's crazy about this story? The guy was not intoxicated. He had no drugs in his system or anything. And he was like, I think he was like an engineer or something.
Yeah.
Like, really smart dude.
Maybe he had a breakdown.
No, but apparently he just went swimming, this engineer guy. And then he got dragged into the water by some like dolphin named Gerald. I think the name was. Gerald was like the head dolphin, and they forced him to help him build this city. And then they brought him back, and they were like, hey, we're going to bring you back another time.
It's funny you bring up the story.
I want to know if the story is true, how he breathed underwater. That's
Gerald the dolphin. They had like something to help him. Was helping him.
It's so funny you bring up this Florida man story, because I listen to Florida Man Radio. I have an app, and I listen to it. And they brought this up on the Shannon Burke show on Florida Man Radio.
Yeah.
And they're based out of Florida,
I've listened to radio stations where they were telling the story, and then the guy in the middle of the story changed the story. He was like, and that's when Bigfoot took me to his home. And they were like, oh, that's crazy. What does Helm look like? And he said, I needed a silver bullet to kill the werewolf. And they were like, whoa, wait, what? I thought this was a Bigfoot story. And he's like, yeah. And there was a vampire, and they just cut him off. They're like, never mind, this guy's full of crap.
I believe
we can accept.
I believe this guy with the dolphin, though.
Dude, it would be cool. Dolphins are smart.
He just showed up back on shore, just soaking wet. Just fucking after as a side quest.
Did he have like a 3-day beard growth or something?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I believe him. I trust it. Fully engineer everything. Would you go back to the ocean? Like, would you go back on the... Would you go back on the beach though again? Would you go to the beach ever again after that?
Well,
they said they're bringing you
back.
No.
I wouldn't go anywhere near water.
I'd be like, I ain't going anywhere near the ocean.
It depends if there are any hot mermaids down there hanging out with Gerald the dolphin.
Dude, that is a good point right there. You sold me on that.
I may have to consider that.
Some single mermaids.
I want a T-shirt that says Gerald the dolphin knows all.
Gerald, I got kidnapped by Gerald, and all I got was
this T-shirt.
That would be great.
Hey, do you think they kidnapped him on purpose?
Just imagine that, like, he's like on a boat, like sometime like crossing like a bridge or something, and the boat stops, like the engine cuts out, and he's like, oh fuck, they're coming for me.
And Gerald pops out and goes, "Hello,
get your ass in here."
I don't know why he talks like that.
I wonder if that guy like fell asleep with the TV on and like is like reruns of Flipper just all night long or something,
Let's do a couple stunts here. I want to get your thoughts on, Jay, as a stuntman, if you'd be willing to try.
Okay.
This is a fire escape. You're on top of a burning building. Would you try that fire escape to get out?
Oh yeah, I'd have to because what's the alternative? Here's the thing is that when I did stunt work, the number one thing I did the most was high falls, and I hated it because I get vertigo so damn bad. I don't even get the ladder out to put the Christmas lights up. So doing that right there would be challenging for me. But if I'm getting paid, I'm on TV or something. Yeah, I'd do it.
I'm worried that I get stuck in it halfway down
and
like
I'm
a water slide.
I'm claustrophobic, so no.
Would you be more? Do you get vertigo though, Kurt? Or no?
And I'm claustrophobic. I'm scared of everything, dude. So let me put it this way. I got jump scared the other night. I was drinking, and then I went to pee in the bathroom, and I have a mirror right above my bathroom. And then I looked, and I went, "Oh!" And I was like, "Well, what am I thinking? Oh my God! There's a guy who looks exactly like me, and he's wearing my same clothes that broke into my place. He must have been planning this for weeks."
Would it be more stressful for you to be up that high or just going down the thing?
I think going down the thing.
Going down the thing, but being that high, I worked at a plant one time and I had to climb like a scaffold. They made me get down because I would not move. I was so terrified.
What's the fastest speed car you would tuck and roll out of, Jay?
Probably like 45. 45? Yeah.
God dang, that's crazy.
Well, with pads on, underneath my wardrobe, probably 45. That's and people are thinking, 45, that ain't shit. Well,
yes, it is.
45 miles an hour and open up your door and take your seatbelt off and consider it. If that's
I say 45, but if I open my door going 10 miles an hour, I'd be like, nope.
You get hurt doing 7 miles an hour.
Yeah.
But at this point in my life, you have 45 miles an hour? No, probably not.
Yeah. It's like a good story. Actually, one time I had a blind Uber driver. Or not blind. I had a deaf Uber driver.
I was going to say, damn, dude, I wouldn't have got
it. Oh, man. That would have been a better story. But no, I had a deaf Uber driver. And he picked us up she picked us up in a minivan, brand new minivan. And it was right off this dive bar, which is right off the highway.
Yeah.
And so we're 2 turns onto the highway.
Right.
From where we are. She picks us up. We get in the back of the car and we're hammered. We're stumbling in. She just starts driving. Doesn't even shut the minivan door. So she's on the on-ramp going up onto the highway, accelerating. And we're just buckling into this Uber, trying to hold on for our life. And I'm like, how do I get her attention?
You're like yelling at her and she's just sitting there driving.
Yeah, we're joking. We're like, we're in a Black Hawk helicopter right now.
Yeah, no shit.
Blasting Fortune Sun in the background.
Zach, when we were drunk, and then I just hit the shit out of that lady's car with the door. She's like, "Did you just hit my car?" And I was like, "Yes, ma'am." And she goes, "Well, let me come look at it." And Zach's like, "Get in the car," and we just took off.
I'm like, "It's time to go, Kurt."
Oh shit!
She said it was okay. She was
she said it was okay.
And Kurt's like trying to apologize. I'm like, "Kurt, get the fuck in the car."
Yeah, I was like, "Ma'am, I'm so sorry," because we were
this story. We're done.
Freaking.
Oh, that was the other question I was going to ask, Jay. What's the highest free fall you've done?
30 feet.
30 feet?
Yeah.
Yeah, dang. What was that for?
Well, you know what? That wasn't even really for
that was just for
any production I was working on. That was just over at my friend Tony Snegoff. He's a stunt guy over at his place in Topanga. He's got everything. You can do air rams and ratchets and high falls and stuff. And we just set up the airbag and just climb up the ladder up to the platform as high as you want to go. And I just did 30 feet a couple times, and it's like, okay, that's enough.
You're like, I did it. I pressed my luck. Did it successful. We're good. Cash out.
Yeah.
Oh, and one more stunt here I want to get your thoughts on. I love this. This is kind of I was going to talk about this for my favorite video. I love this one.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. But yeah, I love that guy with his fucking axe, just clocking everybody.
Okay, that became a real fight.
I don't understand why people use the sword, man. That axe is OP. Just bam to the face. Would you fight in this league?
Shit's an opportunist right there. He only goes after people who's had their backs to him.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like he's kind of a douchebag.
Yeah, he's only going after people hitting them if their back is to him. He's not face on face.
That became a real fight. If you look towards the end, that became a real fight.
Like,
well, that wasn't none of that staged. That's yeah.
And
I'm out,
axe is
people
always
survive.
better. Like if you ever play, and Jay knows this, if you ever play Golden Axe on Sega, you use the little dwarf with the axe because the axe does more. It swings further. It's got a longer range. It does more damage.
Yeah.
How bad does your head ring in that helmet though? Like that's all I imagine. I'm like, you can't hear anything for the next 30 minutes. You got to be after that. One hit.
So
That little fuck.
my jousting helmet, it's huge. A guy in Canada named Tim Toby, he made it for me, and he called me and he said, "Okay, it should be there in a couple of days, but I don't want you to be alarmed when you see it." So, and I already paid him, and I'm thinking, "Oh God, what does this mean? This can't." Be good." And I'm like, "What do you mean by that, Tim?" And he does good work, but it's just my luck, I'm thinking I'm getting something weird. And he said it's very big. And I said, okay. And he said, the reason why I made it large is so you could put more padding in there. I'm like, oh, well, all right. Well, thank you. Well, the box shows up in the mail. I open it up and I put it on and I look through the visor in the mirror and I look like Dark Helmet from Spaceball.
No, I got a funny story. In Colorado, I ordered the lawnmower, which you know what it is. It's to shave your pubes. They sent me They sent me another one on accident, and I said okay. And so I had them both in my closet. I was like, okay, I got one for free. So then I invite this girl over. She's looking in my closet and she sees both of those, and she's probably thinking, Jesus Christ, how much ball hair does this guy have? He has a backup.
Double fisting.
Dual wield.
God damn, he's dueling pube.
Yeah, but on my jousting helmet, I put in a Taekwondo sparring helmet.
Oh, yeah.
And I just put globs of JB Weld on the top of it, shoved it in the helmet, and worked great. So,
that's genius.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever rescued anything before, Jay?
Oh yeah, the fat orange cat we got. Yeah, I found him.
Is that Shithead?
The street. Yeah, Shithead. He was about this big, covered in fleas and blood, and hiding in a bush. Some kids were poking him with sticks, teasing him, and I beat up those kids. And, I didn't beat him up. I just ran him off. Get out of here! Yeah,
that's my boy.
Pulled him out of the bushes there, and that's the thing about cats. You never plan on getting one. They just
find you. The cat.
Oh, he's great though. He's great.
Yeah, Kurt actually just got a cat too.
Yeah, I did get a cat. I went to the animal rescue place, and I was like, man, I want a little buddy, man. Like, because I live alone. I was like, I want a cat because there's nothing cooler than me watching a movie and the cat sitting on the ottoman watching it with me. Like,
nice, good for you.
And and as Jay knows, the cat chooses you. So
yeah, I
walked in there and they had all the cats in the cases, and I walked in there and the first cat that saw me was this like beautiful gray cat named Pixie, and she looked at me and her eyes got huge. And she
like, oh,
to the glass, and I was like, I want that one, and they handed her to me, and she hugged me, and I was like, okay, took her home. I love cats.
Yeah, Pixie's actually being good this week. Last week she knocked down Kurt's camera like 3 times during the episode.
She's taking a nap right now.
She was like, no, we are not doing this.
I know, that was a good video too.
Who do you cheer for when you're watching Tom and Jerry?
Tom. Because all he's doing is his natural
He never gets it,
His natural instinct.
Yeah.
Jerry always wins.
Thing with Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner,
And then you see what a real Roadrunner looks like, and you're like, it looks nothing like that. They're tiny.
Yeah.
They're spoilers.
Like big. That's how big a Roadrunner is.
Yeah, another great question here. How many more years does the Elvis and Presley impersonation industry realistically have?
Oh, forever.
People are going to start forgetting Elvis, eventually.
Forever.
You think he'll be around?
Well, he might get canceled if cancel culture gets bigger. They could cancel him.
If they could have gotten away with cancel culture on Elvis, it would have already succeeded. But that guy's been such a giver his entire life. And I don't know if you guys have been to Graceland or not. I have a few times, and it's incredible. And they just had this Elvis movie concert come out. I don't think it's going to slow down anytime soon.
Just like Michael Jackson.
Would you rather squeeze through a tight cave or walk across a tightrope, like across a skyscraper?
Oof.
You get the big wand, you know.
I'm
Come on,
claustrophobic.
Kurt. What are you gonna pick, Kurt?
I would rather walk the tightrope because claustrophobia just scares the crap out of me.
No, I couldn't do that. I actually did the cave thing once.
You did? Oh God.
Oh, dude, no, I was.
Tell us the story.
I was in Northwest Arkansas camping with some friends in the 90s, and we were at the Devil's Den Park, and there's a cave there called the Devil's Icebox, and it's really big and deep, and but it gets really tight the further you go in, obviously.
That's what she said.
And we had to spend the night in that cave because a tornado came through that area and just
Now, if there's room in the
trees
cave,
all over the place.
that's fine.
Yeah.
If there's room in the cave, I'm down with it, but not squeezing through a tight one.
Yeah, damn. So you just stayed a night in a tight cave like that?
Yeah.
Oh God.
It was tight. Like there's like little fingers you can go into, and they all, but it goes in there fairly deep, and you could kind of splinter off a little bit. And I remember I found this one little spot where it was fairly tight, maybe like 3.5 feet tall and maybe like 10 feet in. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to grab my sleeping bag and crawl into this little hole in here. And that's how I spent the night in that part.
God, that's crazy. I could never. I would take my chances with the tornado. I'd be like, I'm getting out of here. It's like, I love the movie The Descendant. Have you ever seen that one?
Oh yeah.
That's what I think I'm scared of caves just because of that movie alone. I'm like, we're not staying the night in this cave.
You know what? I saw that movie after I spent the night in the cave. If it'd been the other way around, I probably wouldn't have.
You'd be like, I gotta get out of here then.
Yeah.
All right, let's do one last question here for the episode. Who would win in a fight? A toddler in a Navy SEAL's body or a Navy SEAL in a toddler's body? Brute strength versus skill.
I'm going to pick the Navy SEAL in the toddler's body because I could just see I've seen Chucky too many times.
Yeah.
I can see that playing out.
And Doug, yeah, I'm going with that in the toddler's body because he knows he's got mental strength, and he would find ways that he could, he'd be real quick, real agile. Yeah.
Plus, kind of being tiny like that, I feel like he's kind of got a little advantage. He's going to be able to hide in all kinds of cool spots and like the
same with Chucky, man. Like people don't
jump
realize
out.
In the Chucky movies, they're like, "Why is he so strong?" I said, "Because he has a man's strength, a serial killer man's strength."
Yeah, if he's in a toddler's body, he could hide a Smith & Wesson in his crib, crap himself, and then to lure someone in to change his diaper, and then he could just like bam, bam, bam,
Yeah, I see. Oh, another good one we should talk about way before this episode. Have you heard about the Chimpanzee Civil War?
Oh,
that's
no.
going
I
on
saw
right
a
now.
post on that. I
There's
didn't
a
really look into it though, but that's real, right?
Yeah, there's a Chimpanzee Civil War going on right now. 2 chimp factions broke off into like different groups, and they've killed like 20 chimps, like babies and stuff. They're just fighting all out.
Even the babies?
Yeah, they're going after each other. And apparently a bunch of the alphas died from like sickness, who were like the peacekeepers between like the
kind of ran things.
Yeah, and now they're all fighting for dominance.
Now, is it the same group that was in that documentary recently with that guy that was on Rogan that filmed like these 2 chimp tribes? I don't know if you've seen it. It's really good.
I have seen it. I don't know. It could be though, because it's been going on since like 2018 or something. This Civil War, but now it's really bad.
Still at it?
Yeah, now it's all out warfare. They're fighting. They're invading the other chimps' territory and killing the babies.
No monkeying around.
People are betting on that shit on DraftKings and stuff.
Well,
they're like, we got to arm the chimps so our side wins the war. They got uranium.
You got to let nature take its course. We can't get involved. We can't send like a Gandhi monkey in there.
Yeah.
I don't know. We could, with how the CIA is, you guys. They could go in there and try and install a different regime, or give them Tomahawk missiles or some BS like that.
They bring some fake robot monkey in there, make him the leader.
Yeah.
I believe it. We need to send the dolphin Gerald in there.
Gerald can bring us between the chimpanzees.
Yeah, he's the only one who could save the day.
Now I'm visualizing a chimp riding a dolphin and like shooting a gun.
Oh my God, that needs to be
Planet of the Apes style.
Yeah.
That needs to be on a shirt.
God, that would be a great movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all for this episode of the podcast. Don't forget to drop a like and subscribe. We're giving away a toaster on YouTube, baby. Check us out. Hell yeah. Anything you wanted to shout out, Jay? Let us know. Episode drops Monday.
Yeah, just check out my YouTube channel, Jay Shuffleboson. Give me a subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything, and it helps my channel. And if I get that plaque, 100,000 subs, it'll just make my dream come true. So
yeah,
thank you guys for having me.
What are you at? You got to be close to it.
I think I'm close to 79,000 already.
Nice, dude.
Goddamn, hell yeah. Check us out.
Insane.
Get him that subscribe plaque. That's the dream right there.
That's it. That's the number one thing on my bucket list at this point. I've done everything else on it. So.
That's what you need.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Subscribe.